Hi everyone, I hope you're having an excellent evening. Welcome back. If you're returning, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new, check out the description box down below. If you are new, it will tell you everything you need to know. Any questions that you may have will be answered there. If they are not, feel free to drop a comment and I will answer them. This is going to be a general monthly spread for Virgo. I'm going to be doing one for every sign of the zodiac. Be sure to check out your sun, obviously, your moon, your Venus, if it's love that interests you, Mercury as well. Any and all of your significant. Your North Node is very important. That's like your life path, your purpose, if that's what you want to focus on. Yeah, this is going to be a general. If this doesn't resonate with you, that is okay. No harm, no foul. They will not resonate with every single person out there. They cannot and they should not. But as I was shuffling and doing the intro, I got two cards out, so we're going to start with that. So, signifier, and then I got a ton of cards that just popped out. So, we're going to do 4-week spread, signifier at the top, and then 2 cards for each week. My desk is not long enough for this, so I'm going to do 2, 2, 2. So we just need 2 more. The signifier we got was the Fool. And then for the first week of September, we got, what is that? 7 of Wands. Sorry, this is a new, I always forget to introduce the deck because I know that there will be questions about it. This is the Antique Anatomy Tarot by Claire Goodchild. And she uses, instead of wands, it's rods, and instead of swords, it's blades and elixirs instead of cups. So I try to clarify though, so there won't be any confusion like, well, what is that even? So first week of September we have 7 of Wands and the 4, is that 4? Yes. 4 of Wands, so lots of fire energy in the first week of September, which is interesting. Virgo season. And we just came out of Leo, which is fire. And that could be why the first week you're kind of still in that fiery, charged, passionate energy. Second week, oh, there's lots of rods here. Okay, second week we have the Chariot, which is Cancer. You could have Cancer significantly in your chart. You could be dealing with a Cancer. This could be a situation concerning a Cancer. This could also just be that Cancerian Chariot energy of Phoenix. No thank you. I'm trying to work. Please wait. I'll be out in a minute, bud. Did you pick up all your toys? Did you get your toys picked up? Okay, you can take a break and watch your shows, okay? You can take a break and watch your shows. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I also but I didn't do it on camera, to invite you guys into the space and connect with you guys through breath. If you haven't done it yet, take 4 deep breaths in. Blow them out. Do that 4 times. Connect to your source, to your guides, your archangels, anyone who's helping you along your journey while I have done the same for mine. It's always helpful to have yours here too, to receive the messages that you need to hear. Alright, sorry about that. Second week of September, we have the Page of Wands and the Chariot. And then the third week, I'm going to go over all of these once I get all the cards out. I like to have everything out first so I can kind of read the entire spread together, and then I go into specifics. It helps. Alright, third week, we have the Knight of Cups. More water energy. So there's lots of fire and water so far, because this is water as well. And then we have the Nine of Swords, of Blades. So that's interesting. That's interesting, yeah. Alright, I need 2 more cards. The last week of September, 4th week of September, please. 2 more cards. What do Virgos need to know? Oh, okay. Last week. Knight of Coins and the 2 of Rods. So there was a lot of immature energy, I will say. New energy, because we have the Fool here, which is the very first card of the major arcana, and it signifies new beginnings, kind of a naivete, taking a leap of faith without knowing what's ahead of you. That baby bird that's flying out of the nest for the first time, they obviously don't know if their wings are going to work or not, but they got to take the chance. It's a sort of innocence. And then we have page 2, yeah, we have a page and 2 knights. Again, these are on the less mature end of the spectrum, because you have page, knight, king, queen, king. Obviously, king and queen are the more mature, the more stable, the more grounded of the bunch, and then you have the less mature, grown-up energies in the knights and the pages. So I would say there's a very new energy to September. On the bottom of the deck, I'm just going to show you guys 6 of Coins. That's a good feeling card. Alright, so let's jump into this a little bit more in depth. The signifier, the overall energy for your month that's going to be reoccurring, running throughout your month, is the Fool. So like I said, innocence, spontaneity, taking things, just picking up and going on a trip. It is your birthday. Well, not all of you. Some of you could have August birthdays, but for the majority of you, it is your birthday month, and you could be planning a birthday trip. Someone could be like, hey, you want to do this? And you just, without even really thinking about it, without much planning, get up and go and do it, which I think is an excellent energy to be in, because it's fun. It keeps things not so serious. And in the world that we are in currently, there's a lot of seriousness. There's a lot of heaviness. There's a lot of unknown. So you could just feel like you want to get up and go and be spontaneous. And I'm not going to say reckless, because it's not a reckless energy. It obviously can be, but it again is more spontaneous and just a little bit naive, but in a really lighthearted, sweet, innocent way. This could also indicate maybe you're thinking of starting something new. Maybe you've been analyzing it for several months, and this is when you're finally just like, okay, I'm ready. I'm done with the thinking, and I'm just gonna go for it. I'm starting a new adventure. It's a really good card to have for an overall energy. because there's a lot of optimism and joy in this card. Take a sip of water if you haven't had your water today. Take this as an invitation to drink some. Okay. Whatever it is that you might be doing this month that is spontaneous, go for it. You are supported. When you jump, the universe will be there to catch you and lift you up and support you in whatever you want to do. Alright, so the first week of September, we have I almost said rods. Wands. It is rods here, but I want to use the actual wands so I don't confuse anybody. We have the 7 and the 4 of wands. So the first week of September is very passionate. It's very fiery and driven. This could be a week where you have like a really big, you decide to take that leap and it's just all roads ahead. It's just 100 miles an hour, taking on everything, adversities, not looking back. I also really like these colors because they're very much Virgo colors, that kind of earthy, kind of flower child that is Virgo. Some of you could have your birthdays in the first week of September. This is a card of celebration. It's a card of also completion. When I see the 4 of Wands, it evokes that song by Jagged Edge, Meet Me at the Altar. Meet me at the altar in your white dress. That's what I see or hear when I see this song. And I also see a beach wedding and a celebration. So you could be celebrating your birthday. I mean, that's the obvious thing for Virgos right now. You could also be celebrating some sort of victory that you've had. The 7 of Wands is you having courage and taking on things that other people would look at you and be like, I could not have done that. I don't know how you did that. And you're celebrating it. You're celebrating the fact that you did it. You did it successfully. You continue to take on these things and you continue to be sort of tenacious and vivacious, I guess maybe is the other word I was looking for. But you definitely have the willpower and the drive to get where you're wanting to go. To have, gosh darn it, I can't pick it up. To have a success, to get to the top of whatever mount it is that you are wanting and actively climbing. You could also, with this card, sometimes I get a feeling of imposter syndrome, just because there could be, when you reach a level of success or when you work really hard for something, you could come across people that will say, she doesn't deserve to be there. Why does she have this and I don't? Pay that no mind. You absolutely deserve to be where you're at. You are the Queen of Coins. You are a stable, radiant, loving, motherly person. Whatever your mountain is that you have climbed, you deserve to be at the top because you're the one that's climbing it. So celebrate yourself. Celebrate your birthday. Go out. You could have a big birthday coming up, 30, 40, 50, one of those really significant birthdays. So you could want to, 40. I just heard because there are 4. It could be your 40th birthday. So celebrate it. Do something big and grand. No matter if you feel like the timing is off, or if you do you feel like you haven't done enough to deserve it this year, whatever, pay all that no mind. You've done more than enough. You are enough. All right. Second week, we have the Chariot. This is more fast-moving energy. Like I said, it's Cancer. But outside of that, it's a triumph. It's kind of not autopilot, but it's knowing what direction you're going in and then taking off in that direction. It's you on a steed. Typically, the Chariot is, it's like a horse, someone on a horse's back, and that horse just knows where it's going, and it takes care of the rest. You've done what you need to do, and now you can kind of sit back and wait, and just the Chariot just going to take you along and take you where you need to go. This is another, you've got a lot of fire here, there's even more here, and a card of strong will. So the month of September, you're feeling really strong-willed, and I'm not going to say stubborn, because again, it's a good, strong-willed, even-keeled energy. It's not like a stubbornness or refusal to acknowledge things. Mm-hmm. Okay, sorry. So I'm hearing, again, victory. So with all of these wands, again, this fast-moving card and a victory. So I feel like you are having some sort of win, like a really big win over something. I'm not, whether this is in court, maybe you're granted something you've been putting a lot of hard work towards, and it's finally been like awarded. Is another word trying to. And then again, another card of two. Sorry, that's not the two. What the heck? That's down here. Sorry. Oh my god, there's even more wands down here. The Two of Wands. This is willpower. Again, we've got 4 cards of willpower. You guys are extremely strong and determined this month, if nothing else. This is Page, daughter, whatever you want to call her, Princess of Wands. It's a free spirit beyond. It's a more grown-up version of the Fool. She's a more mature. So this is a progression. You're progressing and growing. You still are holding on to your free spirit energy, but it's in a more mature, controlled way. The Page of Wands is a visionary. She sees the big picture, and she knows how to get herself there because she has the fire energy, that drive that comes with fire. Being a fire sign, you could again you could be a Leo Moon, Leo Venus, Mercury, any of those. You could be any of those. But there's so much fire in this reading. You're just so driven to get where you want to go, and you're successful. You're getting there ever so freely. Sorry. I've been doing a few of these readings, and this is the first time I've gotten back into them after taking a little hiatus, so my mouth is quite parched from talking so much. This could also speak to you maybe not entirely knowing what you want to do. Maybe you're second guessing some things. Maybe you are like this Fool energy that is the overarching energy of you just taking a leap. Maybe you're kind of oscillating between what you want to do. Maybe you're testing out several things right now, trying to find what speaks to you. Yeah. You could just be trying a lot of new things and experimenting with stuff. This could be speaking to you being in the experimental phase of a particular, maybe you know specifically what you want to do, but you're like trying out new recipes or trying to find a formula that works, if that makes any sense. In the third week, we have Knight of Cups, which is a very sweet, innocent, kind of introspective. He's sensitive. It's a water sign. Again, more water. This is masculine. But other than that, well, I guess we have 2 knights, so that's masculine. This could speak to a person. You could have a water sign sun, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, male child, masculine child, that the third week in September is speaking to. There could be a lot of events surrounding this child. Something significant with this child. This could also just speak to you tapping into an energy of, sorry, I'll hold the card up so you can see it. You tapping into an energy of creativeness. Maybe you've had a passion for something, but you've kind of let it go a little bit. Maybe you're tapping back into it and calling on that creative side of you and gaining confidence surrounding your creativity. Because maybe it's not something that necessarily comes natural to you as an earth sign, but you would like to tap in more to a creative, light-hearted, charming kind of energy. Okay. This could also be speaking to you, like I mentioned, a water sign child. This could be speaking to you needing to put, instead of seeking, how do I put this, things externally or taking on more, it could be speaking to letting go of a few things and focusing more on the relationships that you currently have, whether it is with your children or your husband, spouse, wife, whoever, significant other, and putting a lot of energy and love and focus into them instead of kind of seeking validation and feelings elsewhere. Because along with this, in this third week, we have, what is this, 9? Yeah, 9 of Swords, which is anguish and sleepless nights. This could even be, what is it called? Night terrors. Yeah, this is kind of a card of rock bottom, so you could have a child who is dealing with or evoking this in you. There could be a situation that it's going to be pretty difficult to deal with, whether it is them causing that in you or you having to deal with this in them, if that makes sense. A situation with them that you're having to navigate. If they're a younger child, obviously still dependent on you, their situations are basically your situations because you're the parent. This could speak to, you could just have a week where you are having really strange dreams and you're not getting very much sleep. It could simply be that, and it doesn't have to be like this rock bottom, terrible anguish thing, but that's typically what this card indicates. If you do find yourself in a situation like this, there is nothing wrong with seeking help. And I say like this, like actual like rock bottom anguish, something that feels too heavy for you to carry. You can't handle 9 swords by yourself. Nobody can and nobody should, if we're being honest. If you are going through a situation that is very, very dark, if you're having thoughts that are scaring you a little bit, don't be afraid to reach out for help. Talk to someone you can trust, even that if that is not a family member. Seek guidance from a counselor, a therapist, an elder that you trust, a coworker that you trust. If it's not someone in your spouse or in a situation like that, if you don't feel comfortable, do reach out. You don't have to go through situations like this alone. Try to... How is it already at 26 minutes? What the hell? Ay, ay, ay. I'm trying to keep these like 15 minutes or shorter, and I don't know how I end up talking so much. I just gotta get it together. Alright, I'm gonna move on from this because we're gonna look to the future. This is a temporary situation and you're gonna get out of it. You have everything that you need to pull yourself out of this, and you have a lot to look forward to because in your past you have all this determination and willpower and this strong sense of self and where you're going, and you get it back. If you lost it momentarily, that is absolutely okay. It happens. It happens. The last week of September, we have the Knight of Coins, who's a very solid, resourceful, sorry, this stuff is falling. Sorry. Solid, it's Earth, which is you, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, and what's the third one? Taurus. It's a very grounded, very loyal, determined, hardworking. They're not like that fun, lighthearted energy necessarily. They're more serious. So this could speak to you maybe refocusing your energy on studies even. They're a very studious bunch because they know it takes hard work to get to where they're going. So they can buckle down and be that determined hard worker. You could be refocusing on your work. Maybe that's how you pull yourself out of this space, is to refocus on your work, your business, if you have a business, and just not losing yourself, because you don't ever want to lose yourself in work, but tapping back into your solidness. Just keep going, keep your sense of self and keep yourself grounded. This could also be speaking to needing to ground. If you're feeling a little bit coming out of this week, if you're still feeling a little bit up in the air, so to speak, ground yourself. Get outside. Go earthing, as they call it. Take off your shoes. Walk around in the dirt. Do some gardening if you have a garden. Do things that make you feel connected to Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, whatever you call her. Reconnect yourself with her, and I think you'll feel more like yourself and find yourself more grounded and at home. We end the month with the feeling of, again, determination and willpower, more of it. You've got it all over this reading, and it is back again to end the month. So you come back into this space that you started the month off with, of just sheer determination, and that scared me a little bit, and being kind of a force to be reckoned with. You're going to be successful. You're going to have all the success that you've been working so hard and diligently towards. Just stay focused. Stay focused on whatever your goal is, and you will get there. I promise. Overall, September looks like a really good month. I would say look out for the third week. If you know that it's coming and you know how to handle it, it should be no problem at all, and you will get through it with grace and ease. I am working on building a toolbox, if you will, that will help people navigate the most common issues that I see cropping up in these readings, such as self-doubt, money blocks, relationship stuff, love, unconditional love, loving yourself unconditionally, how to get yourself there. I'm working on building a toolbox and a website so you guys can have access to these things to help us as a collective grow and expand and become better versions of ourselves, because ultimately that is what it is all about. Alright guys, I'm going to leave it there because it's already at 30 minutes. So yeah, if you stuck with me this whole time, I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you back next time. Enjoy your month, guys. Happy birthday. I love you so much. Bye.